I'm so ski-bited and I don't know what to do. When the Hawk Tuah Girl announced that she'd release a coin, I genuinely thought it would be my shot at making millions. I convinced my parents to take out a second mortgage on the house, liquidated all my assets, took out a six-figure loan from the bank, and then put everything on Tuah the second it released. For the first 20 minutes, I was in a state of literal euphoria. I was worth tens of millions of dollars. And then it all came crashing down. In the span of minutes, I lost everything. Tens of millions reduced to tens of thousands. I really don't want to force my 63-year-old father to start working a third job, but I see no other option at this point. Skibidi you, Hailey Welch. You ruined my life, I hope you rot in prison. Like, bro, my guy's dad is 63, about to start working a third job because this man went all in on Hawk Tuah token. And for what? For Hailey Welch, aka the Hawk Tuah Girl, who thought turning a 5-second TikTok meme into a full-blown cryptocurrency was a good idea. Now, if you're sitting there like, wait, who's Hailey Welch? She's the girl who went viral on the internet for saying, Hawk Tuah! Now, somehow, that one line turned her into a full-blown internet celebrity. She went from making jokes about,
what's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing, you get me?
sloppy situations to hosting a podcast and becoming the face of this meme-fueled crypto empire. And let me tell you, that empire crumbled faster than the first tower in Jenga. But here's the thing. This isn't just some oopsie influencer made a bad business move situation. Nah, this was a calculated scam wrapped up in clueless energy, and the fallout, it's honestly tragic. And the worst part, it could have been avoided if people just stopped trusting influencers with financial advice. Like, seriously, who thought the girl who said Hawk Tuah was qualified to manage millions in crypto? Anyway, let's dig into how this went from haha, funny meme to my life is ruined and my lawyer is laughing at me in texts. Yeah, this mess is wild. So here's the rundown on the Tuah coin launch, a masterclass in how not to launch anything. Hailey and her team hyped it up like it was going to change lives. They threw around words like building community and meaningful connections to make it sound legit. But when the coin dropped, it hit a $500 million market cap in minutes, only to crash to $60 million just as fast. That's not a meaningful connection. That's financial whiplash. And then came the kicker. A tweet from Bubble Maps exposed that 96% of the coin's supply was controlled by insiders. 96%. At that point, it's not even a game. It's just a rigged carnival booth where only the insiders walk away with the stuffed bear. Now for the cherry on top, the tokenomics. There was a 15% trading fee, basically a toll to sell. Translation? The insiders dumped their coins and cashed out, leaving everyone else holding worthless bags. Was it incompetence or a deliberate rug pull? At this point, it's hard not to lean toward the latter. If you thought the launch was chaotic, the fallout was straight up devastating. Alright, so let's talk about the aftermath. Dante's tweet says it all. This dude went all in on Tuah. He convinced his parents to take out a second mortgage, drained his savings, and even got a six-figure loan, all because he thought Hailey Welch's meme coin was his golden ticket. For 20 minutes, it was. He imagined his parents quitting their second jobs, his grandma keeping her insulin money, and finally having real date nights with his girlfriend. Then boom! Everything crumbled faster than a cheap cookie. Sure, you could say Dante should have known better, but the real villains are people like Hailey who take advantage of blind trust. People like Dante didn't lose everything because they were dumb. They lost it because influencers like her sold fake promises wrapped in feel-good buzzwords. It's manipulation, plain and simple. And Dante isn't the only one. There are so many others, people who thought they were buying into a community but ended up losing their life savings. The mental toll of that? Huge. Imagine explaining to your parents that their retirement is gone because you believed a TikTok meme girl. That's not just financial pain. It's a full-on mental breakdown. But this isn't just about Hailey. It's about a system where influencers can sell financial products without knowing what they're doing. It's about a lack of crypto education and regulators sitting back while scams like this happen. Hailey deserves the heat, but the system enabling her? That's broken too. However, the way Miss Hawk Tuah tried to clean up this mess, or more accurately how she managed to make it even worse, is something else entirely. So let's talk about the infamous Twitter space, aka Hailey's How to Dig a Bigger Hole livestream. This was supposed to be her chance to clear the air and prove she wasn't just another influencer scamming her fans. Instead, it became a masterclass in fumbling the bag. CoffeeZilla, the internet's Sherlock Holmes of scams, didn't hold back. Her team? They stuttered, dodged, and sounded completely clueless. Hailey? She just sat there, adding nothing of value.
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the problem.
Who's making fees?
So we can keep this thing going for years. Okay. That's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteor Pools, and that goes to, yes, the creator.
Which is who? Who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project.
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Hailey Welch, and
how much does Hailey Welch own?
this is Hailey Welch's project.
So she owns all of it?
Coffeezilla.
I'm just trying to figure out who owns it.
You know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself? You know, this is how you run a project forever, is you have to fund that. And first of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Hailey Welch make of that million, 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns 0 of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation.
Brother, who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
A foundation that pays people out. And by the way, Coffeezilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills.
Honestly, it felt like watching a group project presentation where nobody studied. And that lawyer meme? It sums up the entire vibe. It's like they came to their own trial unprepared, hoping blind confidence would carry them through. Spoiler, it didn't. The real question is, was Hailey a clueless pawn? Or did she know exactly what was going on? On one hand, she seemed out of her depth. On the other, she's sitting on profits while her fans are losing everything. Coincidence? Doubt it. The way her team dodged questions about insider trading and tokenomics, it screamed, "We're guilty but don't want to admit it." If this was their redemption arc, it flopped harder than a bad Netflix pilot. And just when you think it couldn't get worse, Hailey decided the best way to handle this was to go to bed.
Actual,
Hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
However, Hailey wasn't the only player in this mess. Enter Doc Hollywood, the guy many believe is the real mastermind. This guy has a track record in crypto scams like his infamous Bitcoin Buds project, which promised big things but left investors with nothing. Doc Hollywood has been around the crypto world for years, latching onto celebrity meme coins and sketchy NFT projects. He's mastered the art of blending hype with just enough jargon to fool people. And now it seems like Hailey became his latest pawn, or partner depending on how you see it. Did he trick Hailey into being the public face of his scam? Or did she willingly join in because it looked like easy money? Either way, he clearly used her platform to add credibility to his scheme. The bigger question is, how does someone like Doc keep resurfacing? He's got a history of failed projects and burned investors, yet the crypto world seems to have no way of stopping him. Hailey might have been the face, but Doc and others like him are the ones pulling the strings. They exploit influencers' trust in audiences to run their schemes. However, just because Doc Hollywood was pulling the strings doesn't mean Hailey gets a free pass. She wasn't some innocent bystander. She slapped her name on this coin, knowing her fans would buy in because of her. And she's not the first influencer to mess up like this. Logan Paul's Crypto Zoo fiasco? Same energy. It's like influencers jump into these projects with zero understanding. Or worse, knowing it's shady but chasing quick cash. The problem here is that influencers keep promoting things they don't understand, thinking their clout will protect them. Are they greedy, clueless, or just short-sighted? It's like watching someone set their kitchen on fire and then acting surprised when it burns down. And crypto? It's a total free-for-all. Rug pulls and scams are so common they're almost expected. How is it okay to launch a coin where 96% of the supply is controlled by insiders? That shouldn't fly, but with no real regulations it does. It's like a playground for scammers, and the victims are everyday people who trust influencers to have their backs. What needs to change? Influencers need to actually know what they're endorsing, or face consequences when they don't. Fans need to understand the risks before jumping into meme coins, and platforms need to crack down on shady promotions. Without rules, this cycle will just keep repeating. But let's bring this back to Hailey. While fixing the system is important, she still needs to be held accountable for her part in this mess. Alright, so what's next for Hailey? The Hawk Tuah coin didn't just hurt wallets, it wrecked lives. Families like Dante's are dealing with the fallout because Hailey put her name on a meme coin without thinking about the consequences. Whether she was clueless or complicit, the damage is real. This is why influencers need to stop promoting financial products like they're just another trend. It's not promote these leggings, it's people might lose their savings because they trusted you. Hailey needs to be held accountable, but the bigger issue is that the system lets this happen again and again. If nothing changes, there's just going to be another disaster waiting to happen. So, what's the takeaway? Be smart about where you put your money. Just because someone's viral doesn't mean they're worth trusting. And platforms and regulators, time to step up and stop letting this slide. To end on a lighter note, let's take a look at this show meme. If you bought Hawk Tuah Girl's meme coin, you should be thrown in jail. Maybe jail's too much, but a timeout corner sounds about right. Thanks for watching, and hey, if you like this video, hit that subscribe button. It's free, it won't rug pull you, and who knows, it might just save you from buying the next meme coin. See you next time.